Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. I hope you're having a good weekend. Let's talk about Ryan Garcia, because his victory over Oscar Duarte, I did a review of the fight. I did a preview. I got that sort of wrong. I picked Ryan to win. Well, no, I didn't really get it wrong. Anyway, regardless of what I said, I did a review of the fight, and I said it was a bit of a mixed bag in terms of his performance. You know, it was his first fight with Derek James. He showed some bad habits, but he also showed some good stuff. He is a talented kid. He's still only, I think, 25, so he's young. He can learn, but he's got to get rid of those bad habits. And there were moments when Oscar Duarte, who was quite limited but game, did land some individual punches that had a bit of weight to them. Didn't really bother Garcia, but against a better fighter and a harder hitter, he might have left himself open a bit to, a repeat of the tank situation. But there was one thing that I think was impressive, and that was that Garcia, when you consider the build-up to the fight and the obvious, friction, to put it mildly, between him and his promoter, he's had words with both De La Hoya, very public words with De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins. Both have cast aspersions on his, whether he wants to be a boxer, whether he's living the life, did he quit against Tank? And they said this, like I say, very publicly. And Garcia himself, even at the press conference, he was standing up and, berating his own team. Now, to be in that sort of rather toxic situation, that's going to cast doubts on. Surely, potentially it would cast doubts in your head. Well, God, my own team doesn't believe in me. My own promoter doesn't believe in me. What's going on here? Am I good enough? Do I have what it takes? Do I really want to be a fighter? Eddie Hearn said that type of toxicity, I think it was the word he used, which I just used a moment ago, but for want of a better word, we'll go with it. He said that's enough to create mental health issues. I don't know whether I'd agree with that, but it's certainly. And to his, Ryan Garcia worked through that. He didn't allow it to, get to him. During the fight, during the build-up and during the fight, if he had any self-doubts, he controlled them. And I think that's impressive. I think that shows a step forward to the maturity needed to be an elite fighter. Now, will he ever be an elite fighter? I doubt it. I don't know. He's still a kid. He might be. I shouldn't say I doubt it. The jury's still out, let's put it that way. But that was impressive. That was impressive. The fact that he handled all that crap that was going on around him, all that stuff that could have gotten into his head. Maybe it did get into his head, but he controlled it, which in boxing is half the battle. I think it was Adam Booth said boxing in training is 90% physical and 10% mental. In the ring, 90% mental and 10% physical. And when he got in the ring, he did well, considering all things considered. And the fact that he was quite mixed is what he was doing in the ring on Saturday. Considering all that stuff that had gone on, considering it was the first fight with Derek James, considering his previous fight had been a knockout loss, and he had all those people saying you quit, and he did quit, to be honest, I thought he handled it quite well. I thought he showed a level of maturity there that was quite impressive. He's alluded a lot to, he's a religious guy, he's a Christian, he alluded a lot to the higher power, Jesus, all this stuff. That's always a good hook on which to hang your psyche, regardless of whether you think you absolutely believe in any set religion, or whether you just think it's a load of nonsense. It doesn't matter. If you believe in it, even if it is nonsense, it can be a hell of a weapon to have, and it can in a sense save you. Believing in a higher power, it doesn't have to be a religion, it can be anything. It can be a political cause, a social issue. If it gives you strength, then you can take that strength and do some real damage positively, or you can achieve some great things. Let's put it that way. So I just thought I'd say that about Ryan Garcia. Let me know what you think. What do you think about this whole business? They've got to separate. Garcia's got to separate from Golden Boy, because walk off into the sunset, because it's ridiculous to have a situation like that. And yeah, he got through it this time, but maybe next time he won't. So I think he needs to leave Golden Boy. I don't know what their contractual situation is. Leave Golden Boy and go with someone else. I wouldn't be surprised if you end up with Eddie Hearn and DAZN. But yeah. All right, leave your comments below and I'll answer them. I'll have a look at them. Thanks for your time as always. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. It takes a second to hit the like button as well. Subscribe, hit the like button, thumbs up, all that jazz. Thanks a lot. I'll catch you later and bye for now.